Hey guys, Rockin' Robbo here, back with another episode of Banished. I'm recording this right after my last one because I was having a bit of a blast doing it, so we're back in, sort of back to Chunkersonville. So, like I said, I'll do one more episode on this and then probably leave it. So I'll get the trading post built since I'm not probably gonna get to show off much more of it. There's no point in me doing it just because I don't think I'll get to a particularly high population quickly. That's the thing. I would do it in time, but it would have to be a very patient run, especially with a very poor river. There's some nice bits, like down here, that's a very nice bit of river, but when you've got all these bent out of shape bits, it can be a bit difficult putting them down. I reckon I could still get 25 trading posts down on it. So that's what I reckon. But I'd rather just start a new one on a new map on a new achievement. Not sure which one I'll do still. What's tenure? Oh, 500 population after 200 years. Yeah, that one's not too bad. To be honest, it's just a case you should get it to 500 and then you stop building houses. Because otherwise you wait God knows how long because you've got too many people and the game starts to lag. So like on the other one I've got, I would basically stop buying houses and play it out for another 100 years. I think there's still to do on that. Get a few more people in the mine. We're not making enough iron. You know what, since... Is there any way to try and line this up with that in any way? To try and get a consistent road? Oh, damn it. How are you dying of starvation? We have 8,800 food. The game's weird like that, but sometimes... I bet they probably got stuck on the other side of the river somehow. They will do it, and I don't know how they do it, but they will cross the river somehow and get stuck. And that really pisses me off. Alright, put roads all around that. Like I said, it's very annoying that 2 people died of starvation. I can only imagine they got stuck over there somehow. I say no idea how, but they somehow managed to do it in every single game I play. And you made a lot of clothes very quickly because we're already out of textiles, so get you off of that. No point in him doing anything there if he hasn't got the textiles to do it. So that's one of the things you'll have to micromanage in this early game because you will not have many textiles. You get quite a few out of it, but the fact of the matter is, one isn't going to sustain a tailor for particularly long, and we're already out of coats, which kind of sucks. We'll get the trading post eventually. Get this stone. That's what we need. We need the stone. There's 7 of you doing it. Cut down one of them as well. Someone else to help get some of that stone. That is the good thing, I suppose. Early game you can sustain off the land quite easily. So, well, one of the achievements is to get to 400 population, and you can only have gatherers' huts, hunting cabins. I think that's it. Oh, and fishing docks. 400 population, you can only use those 3. You can't use crops or trading posts. So that one was pretty hard. So I might do that. I might do that as my first one. Another good one, obviously Mountain Man. Uneducated one where you don't get educated people at all. You have to get to 300 population with that, and I think getting to 500 without trading posts, that one's another one that's quite interesting. Some of these you can kind of do them together, so that's good. But there's some, like Mountain Men, where you've got to just focus solely on doing that. Which is no big deal, because it's not one where you could actually do many other achievements on it. It's still the most fun one to do. I've not done it for a while, but I used to do it every once in a while. But that's on a small map with mountains on harsh conditions. One thing to remember, when you're doing achievements on this game, when you're in the starting options, you can do it without disasters, which means you're not going to get tornadoes, you're not going to get fires, and you're not going to get crops and animals getting infected with disease, which obviously makes it a lot easier. You can also put the easiest starting settings on, where you get some houses built for you already. You will get some livestock, and you get a lot of resources. So you can do that as well. I don't. I do it normal most of the time, but sometimes I do hard. It depends if I'm looking to chill out or if I'm actually looking to sort of challenge myself. Usually it's just chilling out, so it's on normal. It's quite funny that a game like this that is supposed to be a... Well, it is a hard game, and it is one that will make you get very angry, especially when you're new at it. But it's become a chill-out game for me at this point. I mean, when I first started, I died within the first 5 years most of the time. But the problem this game has is the lack of tutorial. It doesn't really tell you any of these things. It shows you how to build, but it doesn't tell you those small details, like each person needs 100 food, for example. So we need, for this year, we need 5,000 food to feed all my people. Obviously, we're quite capable of doing that. But it's the little things like that that you need to know, and that's why hopefully you've come to this guide to learn some of this stuff. There's better players than me out there, but that you could learn off. But thank you for coming here and learning off of me, I suppose. My opinion on certain things you do in this game is different. Like I say, nobody builds quarries in general. They say trade for it. I don't. I like having quarries. I just think it's cool to have a quarry working there. I know it's probably more efficient to trade for it, even though it costs quite a lot to buy, but just my personal opinion. Getting a lot of labourers built up here. It's taking forever to mine all this stone. I know you're a long way away and all, but let's put a stockpile just there. Oh, come on. There's a couple of bloody plants on top of where I want this. There we go. Come on, one more person, and then we'll drop off the stone there, and it'll take a little less time. What's cool about your wooden houses is you can upgrade them to stone ones. Stone ones are good because you use a third of the firewood that you would to heat a wooden house. So obviously, as you can imagine, when you start trading firewood, having stone houses is pretty invaluable, really. Something that I didn't do particularly much in my first few runs, which meant I ran out of firewood as soon as we started hitting higher amounts of people, and we are nearly out of storage or stockpile room, so I need to get you building that. Come on, get this. Oh, no, there's not much stone left. Really? Did I not clear that out as well? You know, I'm having second thoughts. I might actually, in my own time, keep running on this one a bit just to see how it goes. Yeah, this is a problem. We don't have much room. We are almost completely full up in our storage barns, which isn't good because then they start putting it outside, and the food don't last long if you just leave it outside in the little baskets. So look at the logs that we're getting as well. But I don't have enough woodcutters at the minute. I need more. Nice. There we go. We don't have to worry about that for a year. It's ridiculous. I can't believe how well we're doing for resources. I knew we'd do okay, but like I say, this is going a lot better than I expected. Well, some of you can get to work on this as well. The trading post and the quarry are the two priorities at the minute. I'll put a couple more houses here in the hopes that the people who work in the frickin' quarry decide that they want to live near it. That is the most frustrating thing. Doesn't matter how close you put their houses, they will usually just live where they want. And people trade jobs all the time. I had one guy and I tracked him throughout his whole life. He was a fisherman, he was a hunter, he was a farmer, and he worked in a trading post as well. And I didn't tell him to do it. I didn't tell the people to do anything different in that time. I didn't like reset all their positions. They just said, sod it, I want to try doing this job today. Let's get 4 more fishermen going. I got that school, and I don't think I'm going to be building it anytime soon. Come on, I wanted to get this stuff built before year 10. The trading post, to be fair, puts you behind a little, and I would never recommend getting it this early because you don't have the resources to really take advantage of it. But it was just good to have it set up and show you what I do with it. So that's getting close. That still needs more stone. Where's the stone? Here. I'm starting to get really annoyed with that. There's actually quite a lot of stone on the map. There's other mods you can do. If you're worried about, if you're new at the game and you're not too confident, there's so many mods you can go out there which help you. They give you more resources from your things, wider radiuses on your buildings. If you're not doing well, I suppose you could use it, as it might help you a bit, but it'll be a rude awakening when you go back to the standard game and all of a sudden, you know, this stuff's all different. So, wouldn't recommend it personally, but, you know, if you need a little extra help doing it, then I'd do it if you want. Okay, that there. Can't fit another one in. Gutted. I could fit one in going this way. Storage. Oh, stockpile. I keep calling them storage piles. I don't know why. Ah, damn. I was being hopeful there. I knew it wasn't big enough. I knew it was a 3, but can't blame a guy for trying. That's coming together nicely. Yay! Steady supply of stone. Can we please start chucking some of it into that? You can actually boost the number of workers on here to 30 if you want. So there you go, that. Boost that up to 30. It's an option. I don't tend to do it, but you know, if you want more people working stone, if you need it and you have a lot of population left over, I mean, that's what you can do. You can do the same for your mines. You can stick 30 people in your mines, but I mean, you never usually need that many. Come on, guys, 11 more stone. Can we find 11 more stone? Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had a phone call, so I had to take that, which is why I paused. Crap! I just messed up where my road goes. I did put down these extra stockpiles just so that we have some... We've got enough places to put stuff... Why is that there? Stupid people. Well, stupid me. I told them to build that, so it's stupid me. It's on me. Anyway, so it looks like we're going to get the trading post up and running by year 10. Out of the storage barns, 27%. Okay, so we'll survive another year. Okay, that's okay amount of fish, and so's that. I'm happy with that. As long, the way I look at it, as long as the fishing dock is making enough, then it's still worth it. I mean, late game, when you've got hundreds of bloody people left over, you might as well have them fishing, even if they're only getting like 200 fish. Frost has hit. We've lost some off that. That sucks. Oh, yes, we're getting close. And what on earth was that I just did? Ooh. Oh no! Wow, they are really piling through that building with the with those tools. Get building that now. So, because we don't have a lot at the minute, we're just going to put 200 in there. Now, what I do is, when the merchant arrives, I just do this. So, you buy the logs to obviously fuel your firewood, because one log makes 4 bits of firewood. The most you'll ever get from any one trader is 2,000 logs, but I just do that anyway. And then grains, fruits, and vegetables for varied diet, and they all cost 1 resource. Meat costs you 3, so don't get that. There's no point buying anything else from here because it's all too expensive. So do that. For now, I only need to stick 1 person onto the trader because there's a small amount of firewood to go in there. Late game, again, when you've got huge populations, you can afford to put 5 or 6 even into each one. But for now, only just need the 1. Wherever he is, he's off on the bloody barn somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there we go. You see, I already got my 200 in there, so... Ah, you kidding? I can't put that there because that'll mess up everything. Yes, we can get one there though. There's nothing wrong with having quite a few woodcutters up early. I promote it. I mean, as you saw last time on my the bigger map I had going, 700 population, I had 77 going, so it's like 10 for every 100. Woodcutter number 2 can get to work. Yeah, this is all looking pretty good actually. But the thing to remember is, it's year 10. I haven't rushed anything. I've built slowly. I've made sure my food is high on supplies. I'll have to start building a few more houses soon because we're nearly fully built on them. But that's how I play it. Some people play a lot more of an aggressive style where a bit riskier, but you can develop earlier and you can develop quicker. Personally, that's not my thing. Wow, we have not got many children. What? Oh, the houses are full up, aren't they? That's why. Duh. Yeah, for some reason, you can have 10-year-old adults, but if they've got other adults living in there, other than the 2 of them, they're like, no, we're not going to have sex when there's other people in here. This game is... the logic is weird sometimes, but... yeah, like you're saying, there's so... wow, there's a lot of people who need to split off into different houses. Let's build all these houses up. I know I've cut a little bit into this area, but not much. I just want a boat to come along. Come on. I need a trader. The problem is when you've only got one, they come every 3 months, I believe, or every 4 months, I'm not sure. But that's sort of, obviously when you've got a bunch of them going, you don't notice it much because everything seems to have a trader in it at some point. But obviously right now you can't tell. Wow, that built up those pretty quick. Bang a couple more people in the stone cutters. I'm not going to go for the early school like I said. Not at this point. My population is a bit sort of wonky to try doing that at the minute. So I'm not gonna risk it. I can't get another house there, can I? No. Can I at least get a road down there? No. Damn! That little hill bit is really screwing me up. You can actually, another mod you can get is a flatten tool. So it will actually flatten all terrain and make the guys mine any resources that are on top of it. Can be useful, and I suppose I could have done it to chop out all of this, but it's boring because then you can sort of just manipulate any map and make it good. No fun in that, so just my personal opinion. There's a 31-year-old with a 13-year-old. There's something very wrong going on here. You see, look, 53-year-olds to get 31 and 61. They're two men. Okay. Brionne. No, Pokemon. I swear if it is. I swear it is. If it is, it means Banished did it years before fucking Pokemon did. It fucking is. I've got a Brionne. I've got a Pokemon working in my fucking town. I've never noticed that before. Well, how did you... Hang on, Banished guy. Creator of Banished. Go and sue Pokemon. They stole your name. There you go. Somebody go and fucking sue Nintendo for once. That would be hilarious if that happened. An 11-year-old and a 26-year-old. It just gets better. Oh, the Pokemon. So... Not only is it underage, he's shagging a Pokemon. That's wonderful. You don't have standards, do you, Chad? You just want to put your dick in something. Also, what has this video become? I was giving useful advice and now I'm talking about a guy shagging a Pokemon. I think I better end things here before it gets even more depraved. I might actually do one more episode on this. I might do one last episode because we haven't had a trader come yet, so we'll do one more since I'm actually enjoying playing on this map quite a bit. So thank you all for watching. Hope this has been of some help for you, apart from the last sort of 5 minutes where it sort of went downhill. But like I say, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.